Water rescues have been happening overnight in Citrus County.
And that's where Fox 13's Regina Gonzalez is. She's live in Crystal River. Regina, bring us up to speed. What are you seeing?
Well, we are seeing lots of first responders out on airboats out along State Route 44. You can see US 19 down there, Kings Bay completely seeping past downtown Crystal River onto these roads. We've actually got Sheriff Mike Prendergrast here right now to bring us up to speed. Sheriff, your crew's out there as we speak.
Well, absolutely. We've got our crews out there. We've got our partner agencies from other sheriff's offices in the community that are not being inundated by storm surge right now, helping us out as well. And we've effected several rescues already. We just sent our old airboat back out to go and rescue an elderly couple out off of Fort Island Trail. And we've done several rescues down south off of Halls River Road down in the River Bend area. And I believe this is going to continue for several hours into the morning. And then once the sun comes up, we'll have a lot more to do, of course, as folks wake up to what the reality is now, which is far worse than what we saw in Hurricane Idalia. And the storm surge values, as you can see, the water's much further up 44 here into Crystal River, and we're going to be very busy today.
Definitely. Actually, I noticed that a gentleman you just rescued, you could tell the water was about waist deep. Any idea how much feet of water we've got out there?
Well, it's probably over 8 feet easily, because what we had was 8 feet last year in Idalia. And as you know, the water was down here at this next intersection by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. So it's probably 9 feet or more, and high tide is just moments away. On top of high tide, as the winds continue to shift and move northward, we're going to see more intensification of the water being pushed in, and it's not going to be able to recede because the wind's going to keep it pressed in against the bays and rivers for several hours, probably until noontime today or maybe even later.
Definitely. I noticed that a lot of the area does have power right now. For any of our viewers who are watching from around Citrus County, anything you want them to know?
Well, what I can what I can tell you is that there are sporadic power outages all across the community, and we had power outages going on last night. I don't know what the final number is right now because the power companies are out doing their assessments, but I expect more power outages throughout the morning as the folks deal with the storm surge and the water continues to penetrate some of those other areas to our south. And of course, places like Ozello Trail, Fort Island Trail, Chassahowitzka down to the south part of our county, all those areas were predicted to have anywhere between 10 and 15 feet of storm surge. We're pretty close to 10 feet now.
As far as the flooding goes, I know that Zone A was mandatory evacuation for quite some time. You said that you noticed that a lot of people did leave, though, despite some of these rescues.
Well, after I saw you yesterday, we were going out doing assessments all up and down the Crystal River area and then down south towards Homosassa. A lot of folks did leave. They boarded up their homes, they heeded our warnings, and they got out of harm's way, which is a great thing. It allows us to get in there and do the things that we need to do, but more importantly, it gets those folks into a safe location to, hide from that wind and run from that water that's going to come in. And as Captain Lambert was telling me a little bit ago, it came in much faster this time than it did during Hurricane Idalia, and that should be frightening to anybody that's out there. You can't outrun it, and as we saw with some of these folks that came in there, they had to wade through some very deep water to get to safety. And of course, as we deal with these things, I think we're going to see more and more of that revealing itself here as folks wake up to, again, feet of water in their house, and they might have thought it was okay, but it's not.
Now, really quickly before we go, the people that are being rescued, where are they being taken to?
We have a shelter set up. We're taking them. We've got 4 shelters that have been open for several days now. So we're taking those folks to the shelters, getting them checked out by EMS, and then making sure that they've got the ability to contact their loved ones that weren't in the evacuation zone, so that family members know where they can be found, and then getting them to the services of the Red Cross and then all the other services that will be opening up here in the next day or two to help the citizens who had to be displaced because of storm surge.
All right. Well, Sheriff, thank you very much for joining us. I know you have a very busy day ahead. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Regina, we will touch base again soon. Thank you.